Hi YouTube, Meso here with Meso Making It. How you doing? I just wanted to run in for a minute and make this video. I've been gone from YouTube a little bit less than 2 weeks. I had a really nasty fall and I busted up this shoulder quite a bit. Wound up having to have rotator cuff surgery, which is no fun. And so right now I'm just, I'm the one arm bandit, but I'm all the time thinking about you guys and trying to figure out how am I going to navigate the kitchen. I have 8 weeks of this arm has to be completely immobilized for 8 weeks. But anyway, I wanted to come in because I got a shout out from Phil over at Daddy Cooks. And he sent me what's going around YouTube as a dinner tag, some dinner tag questions. You guys, you know Phil at Daddy Cooks, right? He's a rock star in the cooking world right here on YouTube. He's a great guy. I fell in love with his videos and his personality. Go by and take a look at him and what he's doing over there in the kitchen. He says that he's not a chef, he's just a guy that likes to cook, but he cooks for his family, his daughters and his wife, and he does a lot of barbecue and a lot of smoked foods on his ugly drum smoker, and that I'm still working on getting one. But he does a lot of smoked meats. He does a lot of original recipes, a lot of creative things, and all of his food is so good. Now he's a really funny guy. He's got a cool personality, and he just seems like a great all-around guy, good family man, great American. And but anyway, he sent me a dinner tag questions. And so it took me a minute to actually get on here and be able to do a video. The first question is your favorite crock pot meal. Now, I love the crock pot. I hear a lot of people that say they don't like a crock pot, they don't use a crock pot, but I love a crock pot and I use a crock pot quite often. Now, like right now in the situation that I'm in with this arm, I'm gonna be using crock pot a whole lot. And my favorite crock pot meal, pot roast. Of course, pot roast. And so I like a pot roast in a crock pot, some peas and carrots, and some mashed potatoes, gravy off that roast onto my mashed potatoes. That's heaven. I love that. Crock pots are gonna be my very best friend for the next 8 weeks, but that's my favorite crock pot meal. Favorite easy cleanup meal. I would have to say just basic fried hot dogs. Put a little butter in a cast iron pan, and so I just fry the wieners. I let the wieners fry in the pan. I may put like maybe 1/4 of a cup, not even that much, a couple of tablespoons of water in that pan, I might, and then just let the wieners fry in that butter for just a few minutes. Turn them and make sure all sides get the heat, and they're going to be good because they're going to be flavored from the butter. And also when you actually put them in water, then a lot of your flavor from that hot dog is out in the water, so you don't lose any of your flavor. So the taste of the hot dog is a concentrated taste. It's very good. And then when I get through with that, take the hot dogs out, stick my buns right in that pan, and just kind of let them crisp up a little bit on a couple of sides, and then easy cleanup, one pan, and everybody's happy. Favorite Pinterest dish. Now, I must admit my ignorance to Pinterest. I just actually started viewing Pinterest just right before my surgery, so it's about a week and a half ago. Pinterest looks like something that I do want to be involved with, but I just don't know about it now. And healthiest dinner dish that you make. Okay, I would say that a healthy dinner dish that I make that we also love is a shrimp stir fry. So I just get, vegetables, whatever vegetables we feel like eating, broccoli, carrots, onions, and I'll just stir fry those vegetables. And I like, of course, mine to be very crisp. I may even put some cabbage in it, just whatever vegetables I feel like eating, and then I'll put the shrimp in it. I'll season my shrimp before I put it in, and put my shrimp in right there at the end and let them cook a few minutes. And that whole meal is very quick, very easy, very delicious, and very healthy. So that's probably our most healthiest meal that I make. Favorite soup that I make. Well, I love soup. And I feel Daddy Cooks, He said that his favorite soup is clam chowder. Actually, that's my favorite soup. I love, love, love clam chowder. I have made clam chowder before, but I don't make clam chowder a lot. But when I go to any coastal city, I'm always going to order clam chowder. One of my favorites that I make is just a vegetable soup. I'll use veg oil, some frozen vegetables, and put some tomatoes in it. And then it starts off as just a regular vegetable soup. I'll season it real good. And then I just brown and crumble up some ground beef as if I was going to make spaghetti or something. And then I just put some ground beef in the soup. And so it's a vegetable soup with ground beef. That's a really good soup, and it's one of my favorite soups. I like to make it in the winter when it's cool and make some cornbread with it. That makes a really good meal. Most unique dish that I make. Well, I think probably the most unique dish that I make that comes to mind right now is my Brunswick stew. I make Brunswick stew a couple of 3 times a year. Now here in Georgia, we claim Brunswick stew as being our own, and we say that it found its start in Brunswick, Georgia, and that Brunswick stew belongs to us. But when you get far out of Georgia and Virginia, a lot of people don't know what Brunswick stew is. My Brunswick stew is, I will use whatever leftover meats that we have grilled or smoked, and I will pack those up in the freezer, and then everything, not the hot dogs, but burgers, chicken, any of the beef, any of the pork. I'll always save that in the freezer, whatever's left over. And then when I get ready to make my stew, I pull all of that out. I run all that meat through the food processor, so I get all the meat ground up. Pull off all the fat, no fat and that kind of stuff. But your dark ends, your burnt ends on your meat and all that, you put all that in there. And then I use tomatoes and lots of corn. And I don't put all that lima beans and potatoes and all that other stuff that some people put in there stew. I don't use all of that, but I put some vegetables in there, like onions and the celery, and those things are chopped really fine. I put those in there. I use some brown sugar, and it just becomes, and I cook it a long time. I cook it a couple of hours or more, and so then it just melts down into this great dish. It is just a good stew full of smoked meat. I'll make up a big batch of that 2 or 3 times a year, and I have people that I give it to. I freeze it in quart bags, and I have people that I give it to every year, and they look for the Brunswick stew. Now, one of the times of a year that I'm usually making is around Labor Day, and I didn't get to make it this Labor Day, and then after I've had this fall, that sort of means that I won't be making it. But I've had people calling me and asking me, I'm sorry that you injured yourself. Did you get a chance to make the Brunswick stew this year? But I always give it away. I make it and then I give it away. But the Brunswick stew is probably my most unique dish, and I'll probably do a video about it at some point, making the Brunswick stew. But it's really good, and whatever you have left in the freezer, it carries through the winter. It's a great, great, great dish. My favorite pasta dish, well, I'm going to say just good old spaghetti. I love spaghetti, and that's probably my favorite pasta dish. My kids' favorite meal. Now, my kids are grown. My kids and my grandchildren like my cheeseburger pie. And it's basically just a pie crust, and inside the pie crust is ground beef with cheese. Now to that, I can add a lot of different things. They prefer it just like that, the ground beef and lots of cheese in there. And then sometimes there's a crust on top if I want to put a crust, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just open. They love it anyway because it's so gooey and cheesy and good. A dish you always bring to parties and potlucks and other gatherings. A dish that I bring a lot and that I'm asked to bring a lot is my potato salad. My potato salad is good, but I've been making my potato salad since I was about maybe 18 years old. People have been asking for my potato salad, my potato salad recipe. Very good. My potato salad is a good southern potato salad, slightly sweet, mayonnaise and mustard, and it's very good. But I take that to a lot of places and have been taking it for years. And you know, there's places that I've been taking it to for years. If the potato salad was not there, or somebody else sneak some in and bring some potato salad, you know, people are like, "Oh, I ate your potato salad," or "Which bowl is your potato salad in?" So that's one of my go-tos. Number 10 is keep this tag alive. Tag 3 friends. I want to tag Sarah at Simply Sarah Kitchen, and oh, she cooks the food that I like. Just good down home, real cooking. No shortcuts on taste. And she has actually a lot of great ideas on cooking. So I'm gonna tag Sarah at Simply Sarah, and I also want to tag Chef Avoir Chaud. Now I am not really sure that I'm saying his name right. Spelled Avoir, Avoir, Chaud, Chaud. But I like his cooking, and he seems to be a quiet guy, no big fanfare. He's a whole lot of cooking, and so I like it, the way that he cooks. I like his recipes. I think that his challenge is interesting. I want to send a dinner tag out to him. And finally, the third person is Linda over at Linda's Pantry. And I love her channel. I wish I could do all that she does. I want to be just like her when I grow up. But she can do it all in the kitchen. I mean, great ideas, recipe ideas. She does it all. She does everything from canning. She cans meats. Who does that? I haven't seen anybody can meats since my grandmother used to can meats when I was a young child. But she cans meats and all kinds of stuff, and she dehydrates stuff, and she has spices and that she makes and does. She does it all. She does everything. And so I love watching her channel. Her name is Linda, and that is Linda's Pantry. And so I want to send a dinner tag out to her. Go over and take a look at their channels. And again, I want to thank Phil over at Daddy Cooks for thinking about me and for sending me this dinner tag. I'm sorry that it's taken me a little while to get this video up, because the dinner tag came at a time when I was really going through some issues with this shoulder. But as soon as I get through my surgery and I'm able to, and I'm not so groggy, I want to get this video up, and so I did. And I want to thank you, Phil, for giving me a shout out and for sending me this dinner tag. And I really want to thank you though for all of your great recipes and all of your things that you do on your cooking channel. I'm always looking. Sometimes Phil is away and he's unable to do videos, but I'm always looking. Now I'm subscribed, so I get notices when he puts up his videos. I don't know why. I guess I'm like a kid. I still go over to his channel when I know that he hasn't put a new video up, but I'll still go over to his channel and look at his archived videos and just look around and look at some, because I love seeing him cook just that much, and I love his personality, and he's a real funny guy. He also has a second channel where he actually helps people starting up new YouTube channels, and he answers a lot of questions, and he also has other great YouTubers to come in and do little cameos where they actually talk about different parts of how to have a successful YouTube channel. And I thought that is such a great idea, and they do it in a way that's really helpful. I like that a lot, and so that's a relatively new channel he has, and it's Riddick's book of philosophy. So I think it's like R. Bop. Yeah, R-Bop, R-B-O-P, R-Bop. That's his second channel, and that one has nothing to do with cooking, but it does have a lot of great information on there about starting and running your YouTube channel. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Want to thank you, Phil, for giving me this opportunity to participate in the dinner tag. I've had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Be blessed, you all.